Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Ken. I'm gonna show you guys how to set up an online banking script in just a few minutes. So before we continue, for those of us that are not conversant with domain hosting and the domain registration, you can get yourself, you can find the tutorial elsewhere, and get yourself acquainted with that. So, in this stage, the stage I am right now, I've already purchased the domain and I already hosted it online. So, the our major topic here, our major purpose for this tutorial is just to show you guys how the online banking works and also how to customize the scripts, because the scripts have already been developed using HTML, PHP, JavaScript, CSS, and a whole lot of other web development tools out there. So let's continue. First of all, this is the admin interface. In here, you can manage user accounts. You can also customize the website. You can set a whole lot of stuff up from this interface. So here now we are into the admin account. You can decide to view the admin profile and a whole lot of other stuff there. So first of all, let's go and review the general settings section. So at the general settings section, we can decide to set the name of the website, the short name of the website. We have the full name, and also we have the short name. We have the email address, and you can set a whole lot of stuff all from this interface. You can also decide to enable, or you can also decide to disable IMF code and CLT code for those that knows what is it, or for those that wish to make use of this feature in their project. So maybe if you like it, you can enable. If you don't like it, you can decide not to enable it. And also we also have another feature to set the limit by which a user can attempt the IMF code or COT code feature, for instance. And if we set the limit to 5, if you try to carry out a transaction using an incorrect IMF code, after the 5 times, or after attempting for 5 times, the system will automatically block the user account. Also, we can also update the setting. Anything that have changed, you can also update it, and the changes will take effect on the entire website. You also have a section that enables you to customize the logo and the favicon, and also the email header logo. So you can see you can do a whole lot of things. You can set up a whole lot of things from the website. So okay, let's add the email header logo, or maybe you can decide to leave it. So we also have an interface where we can configure the SMTP settings for those that are conversant with SMTP. So maybe if you are not conversant with this feature, you can always contact us so that we can help you us with that. So in this section, we can also customize. Okay, I'm here to show you guys the template we are using for the homepage of the website. So this is the template we are using, and as you can see, the template is awesome and it has a whole lot of page. So and also you can also edit. We also added a feature where you can edit the contents on this page. For instance, here is the footer logo, here is the contact, here is the address, and here is the description of the website. So as you can see, you can decide to edit a whole lot of stuff here. And we also you can also edit these sections, this um credit card picture that is sliding at the home page. We can also check at any other page the changes that we made or the settings we are using would have taken effect. As you can see, everything is on each of and every page on this website. So I am recommending this particular template because in this script you'll be able to use any template that you wish, but for the purpose of utilizing or maximizing the functionalities of the website, we highly recommend this particular template. So when you once you get the scripts, it is also included. I mean, this template is also included, so you don't have much to worry about. So in this case now, here is the user end. Here is the where the user or where the site visitors will view anytime they visit the website. So we also cannot just put the account number and you can just put the password, then you are good to go. We also have other features like plugins. Yeah, at the plugin section, you can decide to customize the talk. I mean, the talk, the one that you're seeing here, you can also decide to customize the widgets. But I'm gonna show you guys the widget section thereafter. So we also have an interface for bill payments, and we also have an interface for a slider. I've already shown you guys that one. So let's head over to creating a user account. As you can see, as you can see in this section, you can add the first name, the middle name, the last name, and a whole lot of stuff here. If you are using IMF code, just add any random details here. But if you don't know what IMF code and what COT code is, so by the way, the website is just inclusive. You can use it for any idea or any kind of distinct experience or method that you want to implement. So we made it open, so you can actually include some features, or you can actually decide not to make use of some features. So we also have another feature for us to manage user accounts. So let's head over here, and at this section you can decide to suspend the user. When you suspend the user won't be able to log into the account. So for instance, let's be showing you guys an example right away. So here, let's enter the password, and the password is demo 1 2 3 4. So we have logged into the user account. Here is the user account. As you can see, the interface is really awesome and beautiful. So we can do a whole lot of things from this interface. Here is the available balance, here is the name, and here is IP address, and here is IP address or flag location. And as you can see, all these things, they are the credit score, the uh, business support loan, everything is automatically calculated and is really dynamic per user accounts. So here now you can decide to carry out a transfer, you can decide to carry a cross-border transfer, you can decide to do check deposits, and we can also pay bills, cards, and a whole lot of other stuff using the user dashboard. So first of all, let's attempt to carry out a transfer. So on this section now, we are transferring the fund from the user savings account which we have already created. So for instance, let's say we are transferring 140 USD. So you can put the bank name, like you can see this thing is really awesome. Once you wanna carry out a transaction, it has a database of all the banks in United States or United Kingdom, depending on the country that you want your bank to be located. So we can say we are transferring to a Citibank account. So you just type Citibank. So you can see it's already there. So we can put the routing number. So we can decide to type any random figure here. You can decide to type any random figure here. You can add any random figure here. and we can choose if you want to give it a description or not. So let's continue. So in this interface now, we already we have already initiated the transfer. So the system also gave us an opportunity to review the transfer that you want to make. So like you can see here are the details that we already entered: the amount, the bank, the routing number, account holder, and all that. So let's continue with the transaction. So let's wait for it to process. As you can see now, the IMF code feature is enabled. So but the fact there is that you can choose not to enable IMF code, and here is the section that I told you guys. You can decide to put the error message that you wish to be displayed to the user anytime they try to carry out a transaction, for those that enabled IMF code feature on their own. So in this case now, we're gonna enter the IMF code that belongs to this account. So here now, I don't have the IMF code, and or I don't have it offered. So what I'm going to do here is that I will come to this section now and view user details. So here now, here is IMF code. As you can see, here is IMF code. I'll just copy the IMF code 52, or you can decide to use anything as your IMF code. So I just copy the IMF code and paste it here. So he's processing. So the IMF code that I use is correct. So I can you can also put COT code as well for those that I wanna use COT code. So I'll put IMF code, and they are also verifying COT code right now. As you can see, COT code have been verified. So let's continue. So in this case now, they just sent an OTP code to the email address that is associated with the account that I just registered. Are you guys getting it? So what I will do now is I go to the accounts and get the the OTP code, which have been automatically sent to the email address that is associated with my account. As you can see, the email feature or the email template is really amazing. So I copy out the OTP code and return to the website. So now I have pasted the OTP code and wait for verification. So now the verification have been completed. Our transaction have gone successfully. So here is it, the amount debited, the transaction reference, and the available balance. You can see everything is legit and is calculated automatically. So as you can see now, you have deducted $140 from the user's account, and you can see the transaction status is completed and is debited. 140 years they have been debited from this user account. You can also decide to view the transaction. You can decide to view more details about the transaction and all that. So the next step here is to carry out an a cross-border transfer. Let me put it that way. So in this section, first of all, you must add a recipient first. You see, no recipients have been added. So you have to add a recipient first before you can initiate a cross-border transfer on the system. So let's add a recipient to our account. So let's select the recipient's banking information, that is the recipient's country. So let's say we are sending the fund to United States. So we select New York. So we can select the state or the city in New York where the recipients, or you can also add the recipient's address. You can also add the recipient's email address, the recipient's phone number, the recipient's zip code, and the recipient's full name. Is international transfer. You can add the IBAN code. Let's add any random figure there. The SWIFT code and the account number. And we also have a feature, but that one will be included later, or maybe when you try to add a transaction on your own, you'll be able to see the system have checked, and there is no okay. Let's proceed. Let's proceed, guys. So we add the account holder name. So the account holder is also, maybe so you are sending the money to someone, but in most cases the account holder from the recipient's full name, that is the account that you are sending the money directly, and the person that is receiving the money, sometimes they might differ. So in this case now we add the account holder's full name. So let's say is a Johnny Doe. The account type, you can say savings account. Bank name, Citibank. So let's proceed. So the details that we just added have been processed by the system. So we also give us an interface to review the details that we just provided. So if we are not okay with it, we can also modify it before proceeding. So as you can see, the transaction have gone successfully, and we also the transaction, I mean the payee have been added successfully. So in this case now, we can decide to carry out an international transfer using the payee that we just added right now. Okay, let's continue. Now you can see the person that we just added, Solomon Johnson K, and the person is from the United States. So let's select the payee and the date that we want the transfer to be sent, or you want the fund. So let's select today's date, and let's enter the amount. Let's say for instance we are sending 180 USD. Let's add the reasons for the transfer. Um, let's say school fees, and let's proceed. As you can see, the system will review the whole details that you just added. You can see all those details have been fetched again, and so that you can review and be sure that is the right person or is the right details that you added earlier that the system will be sending. So you can see the applicable fee is 5.70 USD. So you can choose to reduce it from the admin end as well. So let's continue. As you can see, the IMF code is also still enabled. So if we don't want to be using IMF code, once it is turned off, you won't be seeing this interface. The thing with the system will just take us right away to the section where we can put the OTP code to complete our transaction. So we have verified the COT code now, and the next step is to verify on the OTP code, which has been forwarded to the email address that is associated with the accounts that we just registered the bank with. And here again is the transaction that we made earlier. Here is the debit alert notification. You can see it looks perfect and really awesome. So in this case, we're gonna copy the OTP code they have sent to our email address that is associated with the account that was registered. That is this account that I'm making the cross-border transfer from. As you can see, the OTP code have been verified and our transaction have gone successfully. And also both the recipient and both the sender will receive an email notification after the transaction have been carried out. So let's head over to this section again and check the notification that we just received. So here is the debit alert notification that the transaction have been initiated or have been sent to the recipient. And the recipient, I made use of the same email address for both the sender and the recipient. So in your case, you can decide to use email address that differs. So the most important thing is just a demo for me to show you guys how it actually works. So as you can see, they have sent us a message that transfer have been initiated for us, so that we should be expecting it for the next 2 to 3 working days, and so on and so forth. So I think we are done with this section, and there is a whole lot of features, or there is a whole lot of functionalities on the website. You can do a whole lot of stuff using the website. We also have the section for check deposits for those that wanna use it to deposit check. So I won't be going through this section on this tutorial. Maybe when you use the link that is on the under the description, you can go to the website and try out all these features on your own. And we also have this section for bill payments. So as you can see, it's similar to that of international or cross-border transfer. First of all, you must add a payee before you initiate a transaction for the payee that you added. So let's head over to the home page once again. As you can see, our accounts have been debited once again with 180 USD. And also from the admin end, we can also decide not we decide to change the status of this transaction that have been made. Are you guys getting me? You can also decide to change the status of the transaction, and you can also decide to modify the transaction that have been carried out. So here now, let's modify this transaction. We can modify the ref number, we can modify the dates, we can modify the description, and we can also modify the scope, debit, and the status. So let's set the status to pending and check again and see what the system is going to show us there. So you have changed the status of this transaction to pending. You see the transaction status is pending, and we can decide to change it from credit to debit as well. So guys, I think I have shown you guys enough features or enough functionalities of the website. So for those that are interested, just click on the contacts or the WhatsApp contacts on the description. You can contact us, then we can do a lot together. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we also have a whole lot of other products, a whole lot of other scripts that we will be launching out. And yeah, is also there are those that are already available. So once you are interested, just send us a message and we get the script up and running in just a matter of hours or days. So thank you guys once again for watching. My name still remain Ken. God bless you guys.